Hello. I am Diva. Some of you may know me as Daria, some of you may know me as someone else, that crazy woman from TGGWENT chat who is crazy about Samira and race and Nilfgaard in general. And I have a few things to say here. Hello. So, I come from a Russian-speaking community, so maybe some of you don't know, but our game director of Gwent just recently gave an interview where he spoke at length about I can't English. Where he spoke at length about Rogue Mage, the future of Gwent, and of course the balance changes and the new expansion, the new cards we just received. And one quote from there instantly caught my attention. I added it to the screen. You can read it, you can look at it, you can just enjoy the way it looks, I guess. I know it's a bad thing to take quotes out of context, but perhaps, just maybe, some perspective would help you understand why people are furious about the new expansion, okay? I came to Gwent in January. As you can see, I've achieved a lot. I've become a content maker in TGGWENT. I do mostly translations. I can sometimes stream. I am a part of the official partner Discord. Like, I am a Gwent partner. Okay, I have the card back. And I am a Nilfgaard. I'm a crazy Nilfgaardian woman. Yes, I even have this silver medallion. And you know why I have this silver medallion? Yes, I play Nilfgaard, but you know what deck I play? I play Hyperthin Golem. And you know where Hyperthin Golem is with the new expansions, the previous and this one? Right, it's dead. Every single pro rank that I've taken, except the last one, was taken on Golem. Hyperthin Golem. With Heatwave, with Sunset Wanderers, with some control options, lots of locks. I play a very control version. It's dead. You know why it's dead? Because of the tempo and power creep that we've received in the previous expansions. Golden Neca killed it first, and then Renfri stomped on it. You just don't have enough points when you play this deck, okay? So I am coming from the perspective of a person whose favorite archetype is dead completely. In the era of Golden Neca, I could still play it. I wouldn't win much, I wouldn't win a lot, but I could still play it and achieve some great results. Get the pro rank and everything. Right now, I just can't. I can't play it so hard that I had to take the pro rank with another deck. And what about the other archetypes I like? Siege. I hated Siege when it was buffed, but then I liked it. And now it's almost dead. Just because one Renfri can easily stomp on what you played. No big deal. One Renfri just can fuck up all your game plan very easily. Oh, what else? I hybrid Squirtle. A very bad deck. I didn't like it first, but Vanadine and Simless are an example of great synergy, which I really liked eventually in the last patch, basically. You know what is? It's dead. So whenever you see people who are pissed off at the new expansion, please keep in mind that the new cards destroy what they like, what these people like, okay? Maybe you should have this in mind. I said I play Golem. Yes, I do. But I also like traditional assimilate. I never got good at it. I cannot roll the best options from bribery. I just cannot. But still, it's an interesting deck. It requires you to think, okay? And current assimilate does not. You just play 2 or 3 Renfris and be done with it. What's the point? But most importantly, and I did not notice this in the interview, unfortunately, but Vladimir says that unlike, let's say, no, he actually says, unlike Shoop, there are some options from Renfri which are obviously better than the others. And the thing is, he says the choice should be more tougher. The choice should be tougher. You should not have definite favorites in your choice. Like, it should be tougher for you to choose which ability you want, and the balance of the passive and active things. And when I read this, I was like, seriously? I'm a bad Gwent player, okay? I've never even broken 2500 on a faction. I think my best was 2480 on hybrid score, by the way. So I don't judge by myself, okay? But there is a professional player, Nick R. He often takes top MMRs, top 10, top 20, that kind of things, top 3, top 1 even, if he wants to. And he's been doing a great thing recently. He's been playing best of 9 with some of the best ladder players, best Gwent players, I guess. Like Magpie, Cabane, Rabbit George, Syndicate. He's top 1 at the moment, as far as I know. Mystical, also. So, in these best of 9s, you can easily notice one of the things which pisses me off the most. It's the randomness. You can never guess what your opponent will roll from Renfri, okay? Even if he doesn't play Wind Mage, he still has a chance to roll something which you do not want to see, which you absolutely don't want to see. Something like destroying the 10 unit power. Just destroys your win conditions at a glance. And then pull down 7 if that's the first round. But that's what I personally hate about Renfri the most. Yes, it killed all my favorite archetypes, yes it did, but at the same time it's accessible to every player, every faction. You can play it in every faction, and I can survive a month until it's balanced. If not for one thing, what I hate is randomness. And I don't notice, from what Vladimir says in his interview, I do not notice that he's going to tackle the randomness. The randomness should be tackled. I come from Hearthstone. I know exactly how randomness impacts the games. And that's what I like the Gwent for. It's not as random as Hearthstone. But Renfri makes it just as random as Hearthstone. A single roll decides the game. That's not healthy. You can hate our feedback, but that's not healthy. So yeah, if you see this feedback and you have doubts whether you should release new cards, well, don't release them, I guess.